What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new YouTube cast. Today we're going to be having a look at a best of 3 between Dragon Phoenix Gaming Cure, and over here we have Ragnarok. Mr. Ragnarok, who has been making a meteorical rise lately. And when I say lately, I mean the past 6-7 months. This guy's been absolutely on top of life, it feels like. With a booming YouTube channel, a track record in all of his matchups that many a Zerg would be jealous of. And now we will see him play against Mr. Cure. Let's see how that pans out for him. So we have first two overlords making their way across the map, scouting of course for those early barrack spots in case there is a proxy Rex. It's always interesting to see what the patterns are that people use. As today we're playing on Ice and Chrome. Now a couple of characteristics of Ice and Chrome, of course, is that easily defendable third base where you have this wall, these rocks. I believe they have 3 armor. Where it's very easy to defend this choke against stuff like Hellions. You have the path down towards the middle to the other side, and then you have the other path down towards, well, yeah, down towards the middle again. So 2 paths, symmetrical map of course. We have 2 towers as well on this map. Rumor on the street is that there is a wild creature roaming around these ends. Here we have it, our Ursadon. Bam, bam, bam. The dog of the Yeti. Humans have dogs, Yetis have Ursadons. Big creature, very loyal, but very weak as well, only 10 HP of course. Almost see one Ling go down here, as the Reaper finally managed to make his way across the map. Doesn't end up getting too much done though. He gets 1 kill, which is nice, but it's not gonna be the end of the world here for Ragnarok, who still has 3 Lings remaining, all in orange health. As long as these Lings regain their health before the Hellions arrive, this was a futile attempt, basically. Second Reaper does join up, so we're gonna actually see some action here. Now, before the double Reaper opener by Cure almost always indicated that he was gonna be going for Battle Cruiser. That's not necessarily the case anymore. Probably because he realized it's a pretty bad thing to have a tell that big, you know, whenever you play double Reaper that you go into Battle Cruiser. So I think he decided, well, you know, perhaps it's time to switch that up a little bit as well. We don't see a 4th or 3rd CC on the way yet here. We have a bit of money in the bank. Wouldn't be surprised to see it go down relatively quick. Can be in the front. Now 2 Reapers are still alive. Probably where the majority of his attention is going right now. We've seen 2 workers actually have gotten killed. I missed that. My sincere apologies for that. As the starport finish, okay, actually we are gonna see a fusion core, so Cure not really switching it up. This is so typical. The double Reaper into Battle Cruiser. Oh, I love it. The absolute biggest tell, but I guess if you switch it up before, you can throw it in sometimes, you know? If people know that you can play a lot of different openings from something like Double Reaper, then it's fine to play the opener that you like the most again as well. But if people think you can only play one opener with Double Reaper, then playing it is a little bit dicey. Now we're seeing spores go down way too fast. This is Liberator or perhaps Bench. It's a bit too fast for Bench actually. Usually you get them around 430. So he's expecting a 4 to 6 Hellion with with Liberator here. Did see the Tech Lab, and if he does not see Banshee, he should know it's going to be Battle Cruiser, as Zergs are very used to it. Sometimes TOS players tend to forget that Battle Cruiser exists because you don't see them as much. We see a Ling run by across the map. They shouldn't be able to do too much. We have a full wall here. Now this might give an opportunity for these Hellions to do some damage once he sees a lot of Lings on the other side of the map. This command center is actually getting dangerously low. 2 Hellions come in, will help this command center stay alive. A couple of Lings ended up going down there. More Lings are here for Ragnarok as well. So Ragnarok with a pretty Hefty cut there, and drones went up to 37 links. That's not a small number. No, that's a big number. And I would know because I can count up to 100. Oh, here comes the Ursulon. Just moving nicely out of the way of these Zerglings. Hellions with a run by. There's a couple of links in position. Does not seem to be quite enough. Hellions will start running into the main base here. Same time on the other side of the map. We have, well, an attempted CC cancel. Battlecruiser teleports straight into the action. I'm not too sure about teleporting straight into action. I guess it will distract these queens for now. Are any drones going down? Not really, right? So, it makes one wonder if this was the optimal play. Okay, here a lot of drones start falling. 10 drones dying in the final seconds of those Hellions. All of a sudden Cure is up. 10 workers. We'll be going into mech, of course, from this opener. We can see it by the Hellion count. In general, Battlecruiser tends to go into mech. There was a period where single Battlecruiser into bio was relatively popular, but not really the case anymore. The better the Zergs have been getting at dealing with those Battlecruisers, the less we see that build come by. Every now and then it pops up, but it's extremely rare. Double armory on the way, as well as an eBay Spire coming down here for Ragnarok, who is in a little bit of trouble. No fort base down yet, down in workers. Double gases getting built for Cure as well. Who it's got to be feeling pretty good here. It's got to be feeling pretty good. Yamato cannon is on the way. Second battlecruiser is out as well. First battlecruiser still very low though in HP. Did not get the repair on. Does have a I can't get the actual name. The Yamato blink or something. No, it's just a blink. Who cares? So it will be able to get that repair that it needs right now. Turret going down in an in-between area, right? This is an area where tanks might be set up. So in case Mutalisks do come out, it would be nice to have a turret there. As battlecruisers alone, they can deal with Mutalisk, but if the battlecruisers are slightly out of position, it's nice to have some static against Mutalisk. We will be seeing battlecruiser moving forward. Once again, pretending to be a Phoenix, just taking down an Overlord here and there. I guess this is something that Phoenixes can't really do. Not quite sure how useful that was really, though. Oh, he seems to be continuing his fly, and there's no more. There's no transfuses available. This queen now has a transfuse, will be used. A very low queen, second queen goes down, so the creep denial was pretty good. Hellions moving forward as well. Another queen dies, that's 3 queens down. Here goes number 4, battlecruiser, just guarding this general area between these two bases. Let's decide to teleport home now. Perhaps afraid of some kind of run by. Hellions doing so much damage, and I feel like Ragnarok really has no standing in this game whatsoever anymore. Right now 62 workers against 67. His fourth base is done, but no gases are being taken there. Fourth base is started for Cure as well. There's 3 battlecruisers out currently. Yamato is done as well, so 2 mutas will fall immediately. Poor production starts the moment these mutas have been spotted. Or I guess they were spotted before, but once they make their way... Oh, actually, well, there's 2 Thors out already. Man, I'm slow. Holy crap. GG. Nothing here to win for Ragnarok. GG's out. Let's head into game number 2. Back here on Golden Wall. It's gonna be Ragnarok in the bottom left. Down 1-0 against Cure, of course, who played a pretty fantastic game number 1 there. Look at this Overlord. Absolute monster. Dirty spikes. No one likes you. That's why they sent you away to scout. That's the sound of a cow and an Overlord. Disgusting. On the other hand, we have this beautiful Terran base. Look at that. So elegant. These monsters on the other side. Hopefully stand no chance. This Cure has been growing into one of my favorite Korean Terrans to watch. Just a very... I don't want to say simple. I think simple playstyle kind of makes it sound bad, but I like the way he plays. How simple he keeps it. Really, he just there's no pretending on Cure's side. He doesn't care about flashy plays. He just he gets things done efficiently with very basic units. I just enjoy watching him play. His movement always makes sense. There always seems to be some rationale behind his moves. There's no big gambles. There's no big big things where it's like, wow, that was a massive decision-making error. No, he just has proper plays, he has good mechanics, and I don't know, he's just a good boy, you know? Cure plays like a good boy, and I like seeing that. I do like seeing that. Ragnarok, on the other hand, can be a little bit cheeky sometimes. We see the occasional roach rush. I think we've seen some Niduses from him as well. I'm not quite sure if it was in this matchup or in other matchups, but in my head, Ragnarok doesn't mind a Nidus left, right, or center, for that matter. 2 queens are coming out right here. One into the main base, or one from the main base, one in the natural. You have a Reaper making its way across the map currently. Let's see what he will be able to do. There's 6 links in production. 6 links is a lot to deal with that first Reaper, so Ragnarok maybe not happy with how that went in the first game. Link should be able to deal with this. I mean, this should really be no issue. We don't have a second Reaper on the way this time around, by the way. It's just going to be a Reaper Marine into factory. 3rd CC going down as well, as you can see in the production tab. This is the... I call it the innovation build, but I don't actually know where this build came from. I just saw innovation, and obviously Sol plays it a lot as well, because the moment something has a lot of money in it, then Sol is there. You could be working at a bank. You get the CC before you start helium production. You stay on 1 gas for a while. Actually, I think the second gas is a lot faster than what innovation usually does. We usually see them have the priority on the Hellions and then get a gas after. I think this is slightly more greedy even, because you get less map control, or at least you get your map control slower, and thus less Hellions most likely as well. Now, I don't think I've seen this go into mech a lot, so I'd be surprised to see it go into mech. Majority of the time I do see this go into some bio plays. It's gonna be it's Liberator, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a 6 Hellion Liberator follow-up here. Now, this kind of play is very weak against a lot of Roach all-ins, but luckily for Cure, we're not seeing any type of Roach all-in. All we're seeing here is a second gas being taken at an early-ish timing, I would say. That's early for a second gas. A lot of the time we see second and third gas being taken a little bit later. Of course, you don't want to be getting gas for the longest possible time, because... You can get gas very quickly, right? You can get... It's best to get 5 gas at the 6th time and then just be mining minerals all the time, because minerals are the limiting factor for your economy. So if you want to build your fastest possible economy, you want to be getting as many minerals as possible ASAP. And then the moment you start needing gas for those upgrades, for those layers, that's when you want to have some gas. But in general, the more you delay your gases, the better your economy is going to be, just simply by the fact that minerals are the resource that boosts your economy. Now, we have a Liberator on the way here going towards the top side of the map. We'll most likely be harassing this 3rd base. So we have 6 cars out. We have 2 more barracks on the way, as well as a siege tank is coming out right now. Stim has started. Let's see if these Hellions will be able to do something. Of course, they're just here to clear a little bit of creep. As the 3rd base already landed on the goal at 5 minutes in game. Just take note of that timing and compare it to timings you see in other games, and you'll notice that this is not a normal 3rd timing. Cure very quick with the movement. Spore burrows. Cure moves away, and you have this nasty little area here where this Liberator can idle. It's gonna go in one more time, and I think he's gonna go away immediately again. Will not even get a single hit. Absolutely beautiful play here by Cure, who is keeping Ragnarok busy. It's a little bit of a multitasking game here, and both players are doing a fantastic job. Once again, Cure comes in with the Liberator, and once again, Ragnarok. Oh, this time he loses a single worker and a single shot from the Spore, as well as a couple of shots from the Queen. Do go down. Now, see a lot of gas in the bank here for Ragnarok, so that earlier gas probably intended so he can start banking his gas count for Mutalisk. Now, this is the style we've been seeing the most, is that fast Spire into Mutalisk, delayed upgrades. His Baneling Nest is extremely late though. I do have to admit that. Once again, a single kill and a full pull away on these drones. So Cure is being so freaking annoying right here, right now. He's gonna try to kill that Queen. Might be able to get it. No. He's gonna get a couple of drones instead. Liberator will end up falling. 4 drones do go down. Hellions still busy clearing creep in front. Hellions are being kept alive now. A lot of the time when people play Bio, we see these Hellions being kept alive, and the reason for that is because you want to be able to either keep them at home later on to deal with run-bys while you're out on the map with your barracks, with your marines and your tanks. Then usually you keep some of your Hellions home, as they're not that great in the fight, but they're very good against run-bys, especially Ling run-bys. Now, turret timing's looking tight, 6:56. Usually mutas don't arrive before 7 at your base, so very nice turret timing here. 5th gas is going down already, indicating that most likely not going to be an 8 racks, as at this moment we're on going into 5 racks, and 5 racks probably 2nd factory, 4th CC is going to be my prediction here. Now Ragnarok not completely ready. Bailing speed is not done yet. Combat shield or +1 are not done for Cure here either. 1 tank dies immediately. Big Mutalisk count out already. 30 Mutalisk. That's a lot of Mutas. Oh, Baneling Nest is about to fall. Good target fire here. On those Banelings by Cure. Mutalisk straight up fighting against these Marines. That's not how you want to be using your Mutalisk, especially now that 1-1 finishes. Oh no. 8, 9, 10 Mutalisks go down in this trade, and what seemed to be a pretty standard follow-up here for Cure all of a sudden turns very, very sour for Ragnarok, who loses almost all of his Mutalisks, needs to desperately rebuild, and we see Cure on 72 works already. That's way too many for the amount of bases, especially if you have a gold base as your 3rd base. Now we have a 4th base going down, like I said, 2nd factory, 5 racks. Very standard these days on this map, and in general very, very standard now that Mutalisk is so popular. 2nd factory, of course, great for extra mine production, and then that initial factory can be used for Thors and researching drilling claws. But I mean, the ferociousness at which Cure is acting on the other side of the map is cool to see. It's a breath of fresh air, really. He's so aggressive and he's pushing creep back so far. We see 4 queens are out, but none of them are really dedicated to spreading creep. We have a couple of banelings coming out. I mean, there's not a single tumor up here. Mutalisk are trying to get some damage done, but I mean, they need a lot more than just a reactor here and there, right? Oh, nasty movement there. What was that? Ragnarok losing 2 mutas for free to a couple of marines. Turret soften up the rest of the Mutalisk as well. Depots are gonna take a beating from these, but what does Ragnarok have ready for this? There's no creep, there's no mines with this either though. And there's a decent Baneling count. Oh, all very clumped up. Good target fire with those tanks. Oh, what a terrible engagement here by Ragnarok once again, who really does not seem to be on top today. Mutalisk sweeping back in will be able to clear these tanks, but I don't believe the GG gets called. Cure wins the series 2-0. And with that, we're gonna be calling it a day. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I have more videos. I'm sorry for the sneeze. That happens to the best, guys. Thank you all. Bye bye.